What is up, guys? Matt from My Process. And guys, today we have a video on how I'm going to be networking with business owners, successful people, and just basically people who know more than me, and whether it's business or it's life or it's just, this whole journey that I'm about to take, like maybe someone that's already in the position that I want to be in, whoever it is, just being able to, basically, like, this video is going to be about how I'm going to be networking with them, how I'm going to get in front of them, how I'm going to try and talk with them and try and connect with them in any way I can. And add value. So guys, that brings me right into my first way of how I'm going to start networking, and that is through DMs on Instagram. If you don't know what a DM is, it's basically a direct message. You can message someone directly on Instagram, no matter who it is, and it's truly an amazing way to network with people who maybe have who's really successful. Maybe you can't get through them with email or through phone because they don't really give it out. But with that, everyone's on everyone's everyone, every successful person's most likely gonna be on social media. So what I do, I might go to hashtag success or hashtag influencer, hashtag business, whatever, and I'll go to the top posts on that one hashtag, and I'll say, this guy looks like he has this. This guy looks like he runs a business. Okay, I'll DM him. So I'll DM him and I'll say hey John, you're such an inspirational person. I'd love to connect with you and see how I can add value to you and your brand, or to you and your brand in any way I can. Let me know if you're interested, and I'll say that to them. And that's what I'll DM with them, and I'll do this, I usually like to do maybe 20, 25 a day, so by the end of the week, I'm busting out, maybe 170, maybe 150 to maybe even 200, successful people or business owners or someone I'm looking up to, a week. I mean, I've done this before, and but really, I wanted to let you guys know how I'm doing this and stuff. But like I said, I've done this before, and the results are not typical. It's not every single successful person reads every single one of their DMs, or maybe. Maybe they do read their DMs, but they're just so overflooded with so many other DMs of people asking them to want to connect that mine just kind of gets overflown. But really, how I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna try and get as many. I'm just trying to DM as many successful people or people who own businesses, as many as I can. And just really, because I feel like it's a numbers game. If I message 100, maybe 10 will respond, maybe 5 will actually talk with me, maybe the conversation will develop to 2, and maybe I have maybe 2 phone calls with someone, and then maybe one of them become my mentor. You know what I'm saying? It's all a numbers game, and I feel like the more that you do it, the higher chance that you'll get that successful person or that influencer to respond. That successful person or that business owner to respond on social media in their DMs. So yes, I'm really excited about that method, and hear how I said that DM, right? So in that DM that I'm sending them, I'm not asking hey, I know you know a ton of stuff and I want in, I want to pick your brain or whatever. I'm saying hey, I love your stuff. I'd love to connect and add value to you and your brand. I'm gonna add value to you first before you add value to me. My full intent is to just try and help them out first, and then if they're happy, or if they like me, then maybe they can help me out too. But I always saw that adding value first, like Gary says, or adding value first will always work out in the end. So yeah, just adding value. So one of the ways I'm gonna be networking through them is the DMs on Instagram, and I think that's gonna be the biggest way I'm gonna try and network with these people, because I know they're on social media. Another way to find maybe more local in my area, is there's this app. It's called Shaper. I saw an Instagram story ad of this app, and I downloaded it. It was really cool, actually. So it's basically the hot or not of networking, right? So someone pops up, and it matches you up with people who have the same interests as you, and you make these interests in the beginning. So I think for mine, I have social media marketing and entrepreneurship and personal branding and just marketing and sales and just business and stuff like that. And then I made my account a 16-year-old aspiring entrepreneur, trying to make myself stand out. So yeah, like I said, these people, they just pop up based on your interests or whatever. Based on having shared interests. So they pop up, and you get one button that says meet, and another button says pass. So if you look at them, oh, this guy sounds pretty interesting. Like, oh, I'm gonna have a phone call with him, or I'm gonna meet him in person, or I want to go have coffee with him. Then you press the meet button, and like these are all people that may be in like my local area in Jacksonville, maybe. So then after the like let's just say you press meet, and then your profile shows up on their feed, and if they press meet, then they say, oh, okay, great, we have a match. Then like I'm just like talking with this one person, like talking about whether it's business or entrepreneurship, like I'm networking with them. And so it's like it's not a dating app, but it's actually like a networking app where you can like meet people in your area with the same interests as you, with the same interests that you have. So I think it's such a cool thing, whether it's for business or entrepreneurship or anything that you have, that you want to meet with people, want to network with people. That app just is really, really good, and I think I'm gonna be using that a lot more. To start making conversations with people who have their own businesses and people who have already in the game right now. So other than the DMs, other than the Shaper app, I'm also, my last thing, I'm gonna basically be finding business owners in my local area and just trying to email them or call them and say, hey, I'd love to sit down with you for 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes and just talk with you about what you do. And maybe how I can add value to you, or just like talk to you about like business and entrepreneurship and how to get started and stuff like that. So and tips for me and stuff. So I think those 3 ways are really gonna help me on my path, and I think this is gonna. I'm so excited for this whole journey of trying to network with successful people or business owners or entrepreneurs or whatever it is. And I think I will learn so much out of this whole process, and hopefully I get a couple people that respond. Maybe one of them becomes my mentor. Just getting knowledge from people who are already in the position that I want to be in, I think will really escalate my future and really elevate the amount of knowledge that I have moving forward in this journey of entrepreneurship in my life. So I think this is going to be amazing. I'm super excited. And guys, always remember that if you're emailing someone, you're DMing someone, or you're on the Shaper app or whatever, add value first. Always add value, because if you add value first, then they'll see like, oh wow, this guy's actually genuine. He doesn't want to just take and take and take. He actually wants to give first. So then ultimately, if you add value first, the person will want to give you more, because they see that you're genuine, that you actually want to help out, and you're not just taking. So guys, I definitely implore you to go and network in your niche, or whatever you do, whatever your job is. Just go and network. Go and meet as many people as you can. Be active in your community. Start meeting people. You know what I'm saying? Because the value that you get from someone who's already in the position that you want to be in is immensely valuable. And I think it will really help you guys, and hopefully it will help me guys on my journey as well. Super excited, and I can't wait to show you guys the people that I am able to meet. Have a wonderful day, guys, and go and network. You guys got it. Love you. Bye.